Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to episode number 3 of my FIFA 16 Ultimate Team Road to Glory series. And here we're going to be signing a couple of players to the squad. Again, cheap goal players that are English is what we're looking for. Just so you know, I'm going to be aiming for a Premier League team. But for now, the English guys, obviously a lot of them are going to be from Premier League. But I'll get a couple of Championship players in there. It's just all about signing the best quality player. Obviously, with those restrictions in place, being an English player pretty much. So, not too much restrictions, but with the coins that we have right now, there's not too much I can do. But I'm pretty happy with the players I brought in. Joey Barden as well, only 350 coins. You take away the pace attribute, and he's not terrible. He's a decent central midfielder looking at those attributes. Again, if you take away the pace, and probably the least important position for being a pacey player. And you can get cheap players when they've got a bit of a lower pace attribute, like him and Ricky Lambert as well. I saw someone in the comments of the last episode, you're like, why did you sign a striker with 47 pace? That doesn't matter, especially this year as pace is less important, but also Ricky Lambert is still a good striker if you know how to use him. Obviously, if you say something like that, you probably just like pace abuse all the time. But anyway, moving on. Before we get into the games though, I just wanted to let you know or give you a bit of an update why I didn't make a video for a couple of days. Basically, for the weekend, I was away for my cousin's wedding. So yeah, I was away, only come back today, about Sunday afternoon. And yeah, that's basically it. I was busy because it was about a couple hours away. So we had a place to stay overnight as well. So yeah, a couple of days away, which is really good. I had a couple of days, pretty much almost 48 hours anyway, not exactly, but yeah, it was good to take a little bit of a break, but now we're getting back into things, and unfortunately, we do concede the first goal here. Not very good at all. It was a nice finish, nice goal scored, actually by Kyle Walker in an unfamiliar position, but somehow, I'm not sure how he got in that part of the pitch, considering he is a right back, but it was a good goal, nonetheless, good team goal. 55 minutes into the game, this point in time, I was thinking, we really, really need a goal, so this chance was created really, really well. Snodgrass tried the shot. It was blocked really well. Walcott cleared that. Falcao, Remy, they've got a lot of decent Premier League players. Nasri out wide as well. A kind of team that I'll be wanting to achieve at some point. Have that kind of team. But look at that challenge from Burke, who's only a bronze centre-back. I was really happy with that sliding challenge when I made it. But here, we've got to keep putting the pressure on. That's what we eventually do. Barton won it, then he lost it. But Snodgrass got the job done to get it back. Westwood had a lot of space to find Lambert. And Lambert, he pinpointed that into the top right-hand corner. And exactly like I mentioned, it doesn't matter if you're slow, if you can smash in a shot like that. That's why I wanted to get him. Just amazing finishing. That shot was really, really good, obviously. Had to be a good strike where I aimed it for. Then Matias Suarez, who is playing. I did not plan to play him in this game, but of course, you know the situation in terms of disconnecting in one game previously. And we did have a legend that we should have used for one more game, but we got disconnected, but let's not talk about that anymore. But yeah, it doesn't seem to really affect us. Unfortunately, Remy scores a late equalizer, which was very, very disappointing. Always to concede a 90th minute goal, but they deserved it. The goalkeeper wasn't the greatest, but I felt I had to run up with the goalkeeper, maybe try and make a save, because if it was going to be one-on-one anyway, he was going to score. So that's a bit unfortunate, especially with Remy's pace. He was going to be through, and he would have been on with a one-on-one chance, as you can see there clearly. So, unfortunately, we do not win this game then. It's a bit disappointing because I felt we had the 3 points there, and you can see Remy with his equalising goal. But if you compare team by team and player by player, they have the slightly better team without a doubt, like a full gold Premier League team. So I'm pretty happy at the end of the day to get a draw from it, even though I felt I probably should have got the 3 points. Again, if you compare teams, they've got some solid Premier League players in the team. But we did have more shots on target. I felt it was an even game. If you look at the shots, we had a little more, but it was still, for the most part, fairly even. So we've moved to make another signing. I felt we needed a better right back. Even though this guy's silver, he does link, being from Hull City and also in the Championship, obviously. He's really quick. He's decent defensively. I look at his card stats, his attributes on Foothead, and yeah, obviously I thought he was a decent enough player, and he comes in especially to link. And fullbacks, you want to be a bit quicker as well to get forward. And he's a decent player. He's not terrible at all. He's not just like a silver player, and he's not good. Obviously, pace helps. It's a different comparison. I talk about like having Ricky Lambert, not pacey, but I feel fullbacks, they're quicker, but especially as he links really, really well, and the price I get him for, that was the major reason. I don't expect him, all those championship players, I don't expect them to be part of the squad for a long time. Maybe the first division, if that, just the end of the first division, maybe going into the second, and then we'll improve the team. Like I mentioned earlier, just getting the best players in for the coins we have available, really. So we're facing another decent team. Look at all those good players. Not the best chemistry. It's 98 and a couple of red links. But saying that, Marcelo gives away an early corner here, and we do have that chance. And Curtis Davis, first attempt, and it's second attempt to find the back of the net. So it's good to see the new signing making an impact. Unfortunately, he could not score on that first attempt, like I mentioned, but the crossbar helped. The crossbar helped a little bit there as we do take the lead. Falcao's trying to run. Everyone does this, don't they? After you can see, just try and run. But yeah, Burke, again, the bronze centre-backs seems to be doing really well. He gave it up there, but then he was able to win it back a second time. And he's really a good size. I really like him. And sorry, it lagged a bit there. I'm saying sorry, but it wasn't really my fault. Not much I can do about it. But I did manage to finish really, really well as Ricky Lambert shows his talents once again. Showcasing that you don't really need to be a pacey player. Again, was pretty slow around that time, so not much I can do apart from finish. He even had a player on the line there, Pepe, who could not really do anything about that. So now the left back Haynes running through the middle, and he rage quit. I wasn't too surprised as I was dominating him, and the game wasn't running as smooth as it could have. It wasn't terrible though. It wasn't like unplayable, but I was unplayable. As you can see, 10 shots on target. He had 0, and he never even looked like scoring, really. It was just a dominant performance, which I was really happy with, because if you look at their team, that's a better team. Better players than we do have. Like you saw at the start of the game as well. The starting 11, they're decent players. They are decent players. Some of the best players in the world. I don't mean one of the best players in the world, but they play for top teams. They're really good players. So we've been on some decent form of late. Technically, I haven't lost a game yet. If we're new to the series, as we sign a new goalkeeper here in Robert Green, again for the Lynx, English, and he's also from the Championship and QPR. Also, Saido Barahino. I felt we still did need that pacier kind of striker, so he could play with someone like Lambert. I don't think you could have two slow strikers, wouldn't really work well. But yeah, if you're new to the series, the only loss I have was a disconnection, as I mentioned. So I technically haven't lost a game yet in this series, which I'm happy with, even though the first division, even first couple divisions, you should be winning the games for the most part, because again, the people in these divisions are obviously new to the game, or they're just not good enough and they just don't win games. Or, like me, they started a new club, but it's very rarely. Most of them, have been playing since the start of Ultimate Team. And as you can see, this guy, he's actually got some okay players, but they're all mixed everywhere. The chemistry's poor, 59 chemistry, and I'd be really, really disappointed if I lost this game. And there's going to be every chance I am going to lose if I'm going to just be stupid. Stupid. What was that? What was that? I have no idea what I was thinking, calling up the goalkeeper like that. But unfortunately, it is thing I am prone to doing, basically just because I've always done it pretty much, and it's less effective, unfortunately, in FIFA 16, as sometimes the goalkeepers take longer to get back on their line. But Joey Barton fixes all that into the second half now, and definitely worth the coins paid. Can strike some decent shots, and he does show that there. That was an amazing hit to equalize things, to get after the result we need. We just need a draw. We just need the points to get promoted into the next division, of course, to win the championship as well, to get the 2,000 coins. Very, very important. But it is not over yet. We could push for the win if we really wanted to. Ricky Lambert again plays a decent ball, finds Berahino, but unfortunately Mignolet, the Liverpool shot stopper, could make the save there. And unfortunately, we do not. score, and then Burke had an opportunity from the corner. He's been a really decent centre-back. Generally, a lot of bronze centre-backs aren't that good at all, but he's the right size, as I already mentioned, really good physically, tackles well, and at this point, I don't really want to replace him. He's one of my best defenders in the team, but we do get the promotion. We do win the championship, so we do get that 2,000 bonus of coins. But again, it's another dominating performance. It's probably a game we should have won, and it was my fault. I should have scored more goals, but I shouldn't have conceded one as well. Stupid goalkeeping, but I'll never learn, I guess, because I'm used to doing that. And as I already mentioned, I'm sure a lot of you guys will notice that, especially goalkeepers that are not amazing. They take longer once you let go of the Y button. But anyway, that's the way it goes. We do get promoted into the championship, and we probably should be doing the same. Well, not into the we win the championship, and that's what we'll probably be aiming after again, to pick up 3,000 coins, which you should be doing. 13 points should be achievable. So drop a like if you like some more videos in this series. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.